going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create the big head effect, and the big head effect is quite common in a lot of music videos, and it looks like this. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we can be friends for life. Check out some older videos if you want to do that as well. That would be highly appreciated as well. If you haven't seen any of my LumaFusion tutorials before, there's approximately 340 of them, I think, covering everything from basic to advanced editing. We also have a LumaFusion masterclass course on RobHKblogs.com, which you can, there's a discount code for that down in the description, just in case you want to sign up and improve your editing inside of LumaFusion. That would be really appreciated as well. Now, with that said, let's head over to the video and let's create this big head effect. So to pull off this effect in LumaFusion, you would need two sets of green screen sheets. If you don't have a green screen sheet, I will show you a different workaround to pull off this effect later in this video. The green screen sheets which I'm using is a pull-up sheet from Svibe, which is similar to the one from Elgato. I'm also using a normal green screen sheet which you can get off of a local textile store. There's also a link to all the different things that I'm using in this video in the description below. To achieve the best keying quality using chroma key feature in LumaFusion, we would need good lighting, which removes all the shadows around our head. The setup I'm using for this shot is two Godox SL60W. One as a key light and one as a fill light coming in from the side, taking away additional shadows which comes from the key light. The two softboxes I'm using is the Godox 120cm and 80cm. I'm also using a hair light to remove the remaining shadows, so the editing process will be easier once we move over to LumaFusion. To record this, I used the A7S III with the Tamron 28 to 70mm f2.8 lens on a Manfrotto 055 tripod. Now when you're going to set this up, make sure to leave enough room between you and the green screen behind you to prevent any shadows from your head. The ideal length should be around 2 meters, but there's no rules to this, so you should test out different lengths to see what is working for you. Now once everything is set up, we are ready to record. Take the second green screen sheet and place it up towards your cheek. Make sure that everything is covered except your head. You can also try this in different ways to see which is easier for you. Test out different focal lengths if needed and film in a contrasty profile. The first take I shot was in S-Log3 and I had issues with the chroma keying, adding artifacts around my head, as you can see here in this clip. For the final shot, I used a normal picture profile on the Sony A7S III for them to desaturate in post-production. Once I finished up recording the head part, I took a second shot at a different angle. To sell this effect as good as possible, make sure to stand still. You can however move your arms if you want to do that. And if you want to add movement to your body as well, make sure to keyframe the same movement of your head in post-production. And when we have all the clips we need, we can move over to LumaFusion. Now once we move over to LumaFusion, we're going to take the still shot, which is of us standing still here, and we're going to trim this down to our desired length. Delete the first part and the last part of the clip, so we end up with the clip that we want to use. Now once this is done, we're going to go over to the green screen shot of our head, and we're going to place that on the top of the other one. We're going to here find the point we want to use. So let's say we want to use this part right here. We're going to trim this and delete the first and the second part of it. And we're going to take this green screen clip and just place above the other one. Now once this is done, we're going to go into the edit of this clip by double tapping on it. We're going to go over to cropping, and we're going to crop in the left side. So we remove the hands, which is on the right and left side. And we're going to do that on the other side, and we can also do a little bit on the bottom here, so we have most of the head only in the shot. So once we've done that, we're going to go over to color and effects and over to the keyhole, and we're going to choose chroma key, and instantly we get all of the green removed by applying a chroma key. So here we can see that we have two different types of green. We have the green, and we also have the green yellowish, which is in the background here. So applying a basic chroma key to your shot here will do the trick. And if you have some artifacts running around your head here, you can always go to the hue and adjust that to remove these artifacts. You can also play around with the sliders here and see if there is anything you want to trim to get a better result. Now, if we do a playback of this, we can see that there is no artifacts going on around the head here. Let's do a playback and let's see if there's anything. No artifacts going around the head, which is awesome. But if we pay close attention here, we can see on the screen here that we have something which we need to remove. The way we can fix this is to go over to frame and fit again, over to cropping, and we can actually add a corner radius here. So by adding that, we can actually trim in around the head here a little bit more, and this will create this circle, which is, it's hard to see right now, but this will create the circle around the cropping here, so we can sort of crop in a circle. If we go over to the color and effects now and tap on the mask, you can see that we remove most of the bits here. But I'm gonna add a little bit more saturation range to it, like that. Hide mask, and you can now go over to frame and fit. And we now have this head which we can place wherever we want. We can also scale it in, and we can scale it up to be huge. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Just gonna place it so I see a little bit of my neck here, and I can do a playback here to see if I need to add some additional movements to it. And this looks great. So I'm gonna keep it like that. And once we're done with that, we can go over to the bottom clip here because we need to color correct this, and this is shot in S-Log, so it's a little bit more difficult to correct here in LumaFusion. But we can take the midtones here and pull a little bit down. You can increase some saturation here, and I think we need some more highlights to sell in the effect. And we can go like something like that maybe, and we can see if we can make it a little bit more contrasty. And I think we have a perfect look to the big head effect as we come in here right now. So let's do a playback of that. But if you don't have a green or blue screen sheet to make this effect, you can always use different colored backgrounds as long as you don't have the same color on you. Another way is to use an app called Flip-a-Clip, which allows you to draw on the video file itself and create some sort of a mask. Here you can draw any preferred color around your head, then render out the video at the highest quality for then to import it into LumaFusion and use chroma key to remove the color around your head. Now Flip-a-Clip is free and it comes with a watermark, but since we're gonna crop in, this doesn't really matter, so we can easily crop away the watermark if you want to go with this free version. This is a very time-consuming way, and the results are not going to be the same, nearly as good as if you use a green screen sheet. But you can always try it out if you don't have anything laying around which you can use for this type of effect. Now I will say, if you're going to use Flip-a-Clip, it's better to use some sort of a hat so you don't have to deal with the issues around the hairlines. So really important, use a hat or anything on your head if you're going to do this, or use a subject, object, or anything. You can basically use Flip-a-Clip to mask out your stuff for them to render it and import it into a LumaFusion. Now the free version also comes with a 6-second available clip, and if you want longer clips, you will need to pay some additional fee for the app itself. But I highly recommend that you use a green screen sheet or any blue screen sheet, or try on just a simple wall which you have at home, which has a separate color from what you have on your shirt and your hat or your glasses, depending on how your look is. So there you have a couple of ways of creating this big head effect using LumaFusion as well. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you wanna, support, you can hit that subscribe button, and maybe I see you in the next video as well. Leave a comment down in the comment section below, that would be appreciated as well. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.